Hello friends, good morning and welcome to the EduSat Network. Our topic of discussion today shall be Rag Bhageshri, and this will be part 3 of the lecture series which we have been having for quite some time. We have already covered part 1 and 2 as is already evident. So friends, we have with us in our studio for this particular lecture Dr. Sarita Pathak Yajurvedi. She is the head department of music, Bharati College, University of Delhi. She is an established vocalist of Hindustani classical music of Rampur Sadarang Parampara. Also friends, she has trained under Pandit Shankar Nath Patil and Srimati Vidushi Sulochana Brahaspati. Also friends, associated with her today we have Miss Gaganjeet Kaur on the Tanpura. She is trained in Hindustani and Gurmat Sangeet. And on the tabla we have Mr. Anirudh Das Gupta. He is a tabla accompanist in Bharati College, University of Delhi. He has trained under Pandit Shankar Ghosh. And friends, with this set of introductions, I'd like to welcome all of them to the studio. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. So students, as I told you before in both my lectures about Rag Bhageshri, my first one was mostly focusing on the introduction of Rag Bhageshri, and the second lecture was on the Alapchari of Rag Bhageshri. Now today's lecture will be especially on the paltas and also on especially the difference between Bhageshri and other ragas which are very close to this rag. So let me give a very short introduction of this rag again, just to revise whatever we have learned before. Rag Bhageshri is basically from Thaat Kafi, and as it is from Thaat Kafi, so Gandhar and Nishad notes of this rag will always be komal or flat. This rag is from Audav Sampurna Jati. That means the Aro is going to have 5 notes, and the Avaroh, yani descending pattern of notes is going to have 7 notes. So it is Audav and Sampurna Jati. Now, what is the timing for this rag? It has been given the 3rd phase of night. So this is a very melodious, very beautiful rag which is normally sung during the 3rd phase of night. Musicians or scholars, they normally use or they normally play or sing this rag for their performances, for their public performances, stage performances, because it is so melodious that it straight away reaches into your heart and you really enjoy it. Besides this, as I told you that the timings are of night, and the Nyaswaras of this rag are Shadj, Madhyam and Dhaivat. As Gandhar and Nishad are Komal, besides this, Madhyam is Vadi and Shadj is Samvadi. So Madhyam is used again and again, and Shadj as being the consonant, it is also a very important note. Dhaivat, after these 2 notes, Dhaivat being the Anuvadi note, it is also a very important note, and the use of Pancham especially in Avaroh is a very, it's just like a beauty spot in your performance, you know. So a special technique, a special way is there which I have been telling you before, and Rag Bhageshri, it has certain combinations, certain phrases which is very important, which we should practice again and again to master the rag. This rag is, it can be sung for a long time. It is a very beautiful rag for practice, for doing your riyaz. And normally when we find for the different compositions, we find that even Dhrupad is there in this rag. Many Dhrupads, they have been composed in this rag. Vilambit Khayal, Drut Khayal, Tarana, Geet, Bhajan, and moreover we also find certain movie songs also, they are based in this rag, which I also gave you the example yesterday. So this is a Rag Bhageshri. Let me start the Aro and Avro again to just get the picture of Rag Bhageshri. One important thing which I have been telling you again and again, that as Madhyam being the keynote of this rag, Madhyam, the first string of the Tanpura has to be tuned in Madhyam. Normally we find that Pancham is taken as the note on which we tune our first string, but because in this rag Pancham is not at all used during the Aro, but in Avro it is slightly used. So Pancham is not important note. That's why we tune our Tanpura on Madhyam and Sharj. So Ma being the keynote and Sharj being the consonant, we tune our Tanpura on these two notes. As we start playing Tanpura, it gives the background, as Gaganjeet Kaur, she is playing Tanpura, so it gives a very beautiful, soothing background to perform. And then while singing, you get a support. That is why Tanpura is very important. Playing Tanpura, tuning Tanpura is very, very important. Nowadays, because of your busy schedule or because of certain other problems also, we start taking some this surpeti, or we say electronic Tanpura, we carry it just for our convenience. But I would like to advise you, please do your riyaz with the help of Tanpura, because Tanpura is taken as a true friend of your voice. So if you sing with Tanpura, you will come to know about the problems with your voice or the complications, how you have to improve. You can listen to your own voice. So playing Tanpura is very, very important, and as I told you how you have to tune the Tanpura, and the Tanpura gives you the background. So as your background is ready, your platform is ready, so now we are going to start our journey of Rag Bhageshri. Rag Bhageshri, as I told you that Aro and Avro, they give you the image of the rag. So let's start it with Aro Avro, and then I'll tell you about, in very short, I'll tell you about the important phrases. Then we will move towards the Tan and the Paltas of this rag. Dhani sa ga ma dhani sa ni da ma ga ma ga re sa. Sometime just to show that Pancham is also used in Avro, we can also do our Aro and Avro like this. Dhani sa ga ma dhani sa ni da ma pa da ga ma ga re sa. You must have observed that I just touched the Pancham during my Avro and again came back to Madhyam. So the Dhavat and Gandhar Sangati helps us in taking Pancham. Ma pa da ga ma ga re sa. So this is the Aro and Avro of this rag. Now in short, I'll tell you the important features, because we have to revise it before we move towards the Paltas. Sa ma ma ga dhani sa ma ga ga ma da da ma ga ma da ni sa and with the help of these different phrases, I think I must have got the success in making you understand about how Rag Bhageshri is formed. And as I told you that this is the favorite rag of goddess Saraswati. So while singing this rag, as the word itself derives, Bhageshri, Vageshwari, Vageshwari, Vak Ishwari. When you classify the word, it is Vak Ishwari. So Vak Ishwari means the goddess of voice, the goddess of Vani, from where this sound is coming. So this is taken, it is called that this rag is favorite rag of Bhagavati Saraswati. So this was a short introduction about Rag Bhageshri. Now we will move towards the paltas or the tanas of this rag. How you can make different tans out of paltas. Paltas are certain alankars, which you have to practice again and again just to make clear in your mind that like this you can sing the notes of Rag Bhageshri, and from there only you can take out the different tans of different matras. Suppose if you want some tan of 8 matras, we can take it out from there. If I want for 16 matra or 16 beat tan or 32, I can easily make out with the help of these paltas. But the basic or the base of these tanas are from the paltas. Now these paltas, while singing, I'll try to with the help of teen tal, because when you are singing paltas, you have to keep beat on your hand. And if you have tabla with you, if you have tal mala, that is electronic tabla with you, it becomes rather easy to keep the rhythm of the palta. So let's start it first. Sa dhani sa ga ma ga re sa dhani sa ga ma dha ma ga re sa dhani sa ga ma da ni da ma ga re sa dhani sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa. So I am starting this palta from Mandra Dhaivat, and see it is not difficult, right? Because we know the aro and avro of this rag. We also know that mostly pancham is omitted in while singing this rag, especially in aro it is totally omitted, but in avro it has to be used in a very small quantity. So now this palta is not at all having pancham in it. So how are we going to sing it? It becomes very stepwise will increase. See, I am giving tal on my hand, so you have to give tal on your hand. Dhani sa ga ma ga re sa dhani sa ga ma dha ma ga re sa dhani sa ga ma da ni da ma ga re sa dhani sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa. It is very easy. Even Gagan, if she listens to me, she can sing along with me immediately after listening to me. You can also sing along with me. Let's start again. Dhani sa ga ma ga re sa dhani sa ga ma dha ma ga re sa dhani sa ga ma da ni da ma ga re sa dhani sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa. Now while singing these paltas, after doing this palta, we will start our akar. that you are not so comfortable with this rhythm, do it half, make it half, and then you start like this. Dha ni sa ga ma ga re sa, dha ni sa ga ma dha ma ga ma ga re sa, dha ni sa ga ma dha ni da ma ga re sa, dha ni sa ga ma dha ni sa ni da ma ga re sa. The same way you can also do the alapchari of it. Not alapchari actually, it is the akar form of it. So after doing practice on this leg, we can just go double to it. Dani sa ga ma ga re sa, dani sa ga ma da ma ga ma ga re, dani sa ga ma da ni da ma ga re, dani sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa. Again. Dani sa ga ma ga re sa, dani sa ga ma da ma ga re, dani sa ga ma da ni da ma ga re, dani sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa. It becomes very easy if you first have command on the previous line or previous rhythm, the tempo which is going on. You have to go accordingly. Now akar. We have to keep in mind that while singing or while doing practice of these paltas, we don't have to make different faces, because it will look very awkward, you know, if you watch yourself on mirror and if you start moving your chin or making different faces, then the audience or the people who will listen to you, I think they'll laugh on you or they'll make fun of you. So don't make yourself like that. This is we call they are not taken in a good form. It also spoils the voice, because your energy is diverting somewhere else. We don't have to make any face, you know, we don't have to put any force or any pressure on any part of our face or any part of our body. So for that, it is very important to first start the paltas in a very slow way, in a very slow tempo or laya, and then slowly we make double of it, and slowly again we sing 4 times to it. So please keep in mind that if we start our beginning with making faces, then after some time doing riyas for a long time, it will be very difficult to rub it and to start from a new beginning. No, it is very difficult. So from the very beginning, keep in mind that don't have to make faces. We have to open our mouth as in a very normal way as we speak. Please come over, please come over. We don't have to open like this. Please come over here. No. No, you don't have to speak like this. No, in a very normal way. So the same thing also in singing. We have to use the same technique in singing. Let's start again. Dani sa ga ma ga re sa, dani sa ga ma da ma re, dani sa ga ma da ni da ma ga re, dani sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma re, dani sa ga ma da ni sa ma ga re sa ni da ma re sa. See, I went to the tar saptak, it became very easy because it's the same thing what we have been doing before. Dani sa ga ma da ni sa ma ga re sa ni da ma re, dani sa ga ma da ni sa ma da ma ga re sa ni da ma re, dani sa ga ma da ni sa ma ga ma da ma ga re sa ni da ma ga re sa. So it is the beginning of how you should start doing your paltas. Now from the same palta we can make some other paltas also, we can make some other designs or alankar we say, we can try and get it ourselves. This is the way how you can make your own tans. Let's see the second pattern of it. Ga ma da ni da ma ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga ma da ni sa ga sa ni da ga ma da ni sa ga ma ga re sa ni da ma ga re sa. Again, ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga ma da ni sa ga sa ni da ga ma da ni sa ga ma ga re sa ni da ma ga re sa. There is no movement when I am opening my mouth. You have to please make it sure. Otherwise, you yourself will not able to enjoy your singing. Your concentration will be somewhere else. Your energy will be diverted somewhere else. That energy has to be used to bring out your true voice out of your body. So we have to please keep this in mind. Now from this we can make some other also. Sa ga ma ga re sa ga ma da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni sa ma ga re sa ni da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni sa ma da ma ga re sa ni da ma ga re sa. So if you want to start from the much more slow tempo or rhythm of this palta, you can start with half of it, half of the speed of it. How? Sa ga ma ga re sa ga ma da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni sa ma ga re sa ni da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni sa ma ga ma da ma ga re sa ni da ma ga re sa ga ma ga re sa ga ma da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni sa ma ga re sa ni da ma ga re sa ga ma da ni sa ma da ma ga re sa ni da ma ga re sa. Akar. So this is the way how you should practice these paltas, keeping in mind the base of the notes which are used in that rag, not to we should not touch any note which spoils the rag. And these paltas you can easily make the tans from these paltas, and then you can use it with these with any of the bandish, any of the composition we sing. As yesterday I sang 2-3 compositions. Suppose if we use these paltas in the form of tan in these composition, how they will sound. Let's see. Kaun karat tori binati piyarva, kaun karat tori binati piyarva, manu na manu hamari baat, manu na manu hamari बात, कौन करत तोरी बिनती पियरवा, कौन करत तोरी धनि सा ग म धनि सा नि ध म ग रे सा, कौन करत तोरी म ग म धनि सा नि ध म ग रे सा नि सा, कौन करत तोरी म ग म धनि सा म ग रे सा नि ध म रे सा, कौन करत तोरी बिनती पिय. I don't have to think about it, what I am going to sing next, because we have done paltas. So automatically we try to make different tons from these paltas to show the variety. Though these varieties only beautifies the bandishes. Now suppose, and even while singing, if we start giving tal, then our tal becomes very strong, and even the tabla accompanies, whosoever is tabla artist is playing with you, he also enjoys the bandish. And you see, not he sometimes Mr. Anirudh, as he is playing tabla, he is not only playing simple teen tal, he is trying to show some varieties also, because he is also enjoying the bandish or the composition, and he is also trying to show some varieties. This tal is totally a mathematics. कौन करत तोरी बिनती पियरवा, कौन करत तोरी बिनती पियरवा, धनि सा ग म ग रे सा, धनि सा ग म ध म ग रे, धनि सा ग म ध नि ध म ग रे सा, धनि सा म ध नि सा नि ध म ग रे, धनि सा ग म ध नि सा म ग रे सा नि ध म ग रे सा नि सा, कौन करत तोरी बिनती पियरवा, कौन करत तोरी बिनती पियरवा, मग मद नि सा धनि सा ग म ग रे सा नि ध म ग मद नि सा नि ध म ग मद नि मग मद म ग म ग रे सा, मग मद म ग म ग रे, मग मद म ग म ग रे सा नि सा, कौन करत तोरी बिनती पियरवा, कौन करत तोरी बिनती, धनि ध म प ध ग ग म ग रे सा. Like this we can use pancham slightly during our tal. धनि सा ग म ध नि सा नि ध म ग म ध नि ध म प ध ध ग ग म ग रे सा, म ग रे सा नि, कौन करत तो म ग रे सा, म ग रे सा नि ध म ग म ध नि सा नि ध म ग म ध नि ध म ग रे सा, धनि सा ग म ध नि ध म ग रे सा नि, कौन करत तोरी बिनती पियर. As you start singing in tal, or you start practicing doing your riyaz while giving tal on your hand, then after some time you don't have to think about it. The whole tal, the whole circle of the tal is there in your mind. We call it avartan, and you don't have to see on towards tabla from where you have to start the bandish, or where the khali is, where the tal is. It is automatically there in your mind. You listen to it and immediately you start singing. कौन करत तोरी बिनती. Now if you take another bandish, पायल बाजे मोरी झंझन प्यारे, पायल बाजे मोरी झंझन प्यारे, कैसे आऊं तो रे मिलना. If I increase the lay, कैसे आऊं बाजे मोरी झंझन प्यारे, पायल बाजे मोरी, धनि सा ग म ध नि सा म ग रे सा नि ध म ग म ध नि सा नि म ग म ध नि ध म ग रे सा, म ग म ध नि ध म ग म ध म ग रे सा, पायल बाजे मोरी झंझन. This is the basic secret of it. When you start practicing paltas again and again, then after some time, the singer and the tabla player, they start enjoying these versatile way of doing paltas and taking mukhra again and again. This only this part of singing, the audience, they really enjoy it, because the tempo is there, the lay is there, the rhythm is there, and you are lost into that world. So it is, I'm just showing the example so that you can get the idea of it. पायल बाजे मोरी झंझन प्यारे, पायल म ग म ध नि सा, धनि सा ग म ग रे सा नि ध म ग म ध नि सा नि ध म ग म ध नि सा नि ध म ग म ध म म ग रे सा, म ग रे सा, म ग रे सा, पायल बाजे मोरी झंझन सा ग म ग रे सा, म ग म ग रे सा, sa ma ga ma da ma ga re ma ga ma da ni da ma pa da da ga ga ma ga re sa ma ga ma da ni sa ni da ma pa da da ga ga ma ga re sa ma pa da da ga ga ma ga re sa payal baje mori jan sa ga ga ma ga re sa ga ga ma dha ma ga re sa ga ga ma. It is also a variety. Sa ga ga ma ga re sa ga ga ma dha dha ma ga re sa ga ga ma. If you just get this much of portion of this type of variety, you can make your own. You add it, you add the previous one, and you can make your own. Sa ga ga ma ga re sa ga ga ma dha ga ma ga re sa ga ga ma da ni da ma ga re sa ga ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa ga ga ma ga re sa baje mori jan jan pyare payal ba. These paltas can also be sung in akar form and using the words also, wordings or the lyrics of the composition. For example, payal baje mori jan jan pyare pyare payal baje mori baje payal baje mori jan jan pyare payal baje mori payal baje mori payal baje mori jan jan. So this was the example how you can practice paltas to make your own dance. You don't have to depend on anybody. You know, the main aim through these lectures is to give you the idea at least, or give you the guidance at least, how you should proceed, how stepwise you should do your practice, and then you yourself should be able to make your alap and your tans. So I think up till now I had been telling you very clearly, and you must have got it, the idea. And now I move towards the difference between the ragas which are very close to this rag. You know, sometime it happens that if in syllabus you have any other rag which is very close to this rag, so while singing suddenly you move towards another rag. So for this you have to please be sure that you have to do the practice of this rag again and again, and keeping this in mind that what is the main difference between the Nada rag and this rag. So if you understand it first and practice it again, it becomes very easy to classify, to differentiate between the two ragas. Now there is one rag which is very close to this, that is rag Bhimpalasi. Bhimpalasi rag I have already told you in my previous lectures, and rag Bhimpalasi is also, it has come from the same thought, that is the Kafi thought. So also having the quality of Gandhar and Nishad being Komal. So you must have seen that one similarity is there, that from the same thought Gandhar, Nishad are Komal. There is one more similarity, that the category or the jati of this rag and rag Bhimpalasi are also the same. This rag belongs to Audav Sampurna category or jati, and Bhimpalasi also belongs to the Audav and Sampurna jati. Now this jati, as I told you, depends on the number of notes which are used in a particular rag. There is a rule that the minimum of notes should be 5 and the maximum 7 to make a rag. If a rag is only having, if any tune or any composition is having only 4 notes or 3 notes, we will not call it rag, because it is not into our the discipline or the rules and regulation through which the ragas are formed. We can just say that it is a tune or it is dhun, what we call in Hindi. The rag has to have at least 5 notes in or 7 notes. Now this rag is also from Audav Sampurna jati, and Bageshri is also from Audav Sampurna jati. But there is a difference. In rag Bhimpalasi, which notes are used, which are the 2 notes which are totally omitted, they are Rishabh and Dhaivat. ni sa ga ma dha ni sa ga ma pa ni sa. So here ni sa ga ma pa ni, we are not using dhaivat. Ni sa ga, we are not using Rishabh. So Rishabh and dhaivat are totally omitted during the Aroh. Ni sa ga ma pa ni sa, sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. This is Rag Bhim Palasi. Now if we go to Rag Bageshri, Rishabh is not there during the Aroh, and the another note is Pancham, Rishabh and Pancham. So how the Aroh begins? Da ni sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga re sa, sa ni da ma pa da ga ma ga re sa. See, the difference is very, very clear. There, omitting Rishabh and dhaivat in Bhim Palasi. Here, omitting Rishabh and Pancham in Bageshri, both in Aroh. But Avroh is Sampoon. But yes, there is a difference between Avroh of Bhim Palasi and Avroh of Bageshri. Sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Simple, this is Bhim Palasi. Sa ni da ma pa da ga ma ga re sa. Like this, we are using all 7 notes. But see the Pancham, how the Pancham beautifies the Rag, or how it works like a beauty spot in this Rag, or how you can say that very slight or very little quantity of Pancham is used, and it is a special phrase, ma pa da ga. Like this, Pancham is used. So, the jati or the category of both are Order Sampoon, but with a difference. And another difference, or you can say the similarity, is that yes, Vadi and Samvadi. Vadi is Madhyam and Samvadi is Shadj in both the ragas. In Bhim Palasi also, Vadi or the key note is Madhyam and Shadj is the Samvadi, and the same in Bageshri. Now, there is one very big difference while singing this rag. When we sing Bhim Palasi, we have to tune the Tanpura's first string on Pancham. So, that is Shadaj Pancham Samvad. So, Pancham and Shadj, these are the 2 notes on which the Tanpura has to be tuned. But while singing Bageshri or Bageshri, we have to tune the Tanpura on Madhyam and Shadj. Shadj Madhyam Samvad. Why? Because Madhyam, though being Vadi in both the ragas, but the use of Pancham is more in Rag Bhim Palasi. It is also one of the swara of Nyas. That means where we pause more, we emphasize more, we rest on that rag. It is, like a bridge, It is like a support. Again and again, our alapchari, while singing paltas, while singing the composition, we find that this note is being used again and again. And we rest on it, we emphasize on it, we pause on it. So, that is why it is called the Nyasa Swara. So, in Bhim Palasi, we find that yes, Shadaj, Pancham, these notes are very, very important. So, the Tanpura is tuned in Shadaj and on Shadaj and Pancham. But in Bageshri, we find that Madhyam is, though being a Vadi, Madhyam has to be tuned while tuning the Tanpura. Madhyam and Shadaj, it gives the base or the background or the platform to sing the rag or to play the rag. So, this is the difference, though Vadi and Samvadi are the same. And as I told you about the timings of Bhim Palasi and the timings of Bageshri, they also differ. Bageshri is a rag which is sung during the night time, but Bhim Palasi is a rag which is sung during the daytime. What is the difference? Bhim Palasi is sung during the 3rd phase of the day. That is, if we talk about in a normal way, we say between 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. this rag is sung. But Bhageshri or Vageshwari has to be sung during the night time, the third phase of night. We also called it the midnight rag. So this is also one of the major difference between these two ragas regarding time. Bhim Palasi, when we start Bhim Palasi, we will say Ni sa ga ma pa. So the starting is Ni sa. When we start Bhageshri, we will not start with Ni sa. We start Da Ni sa. As Dhaivat also being one of the prominent note. Da Ni sa ma ga. Da Ni sa ga ma. But in Bhim Palasi, Ni sa ga ma pa ga. Ni sa ga re sa ni sa ga ma pa ga. The difference is very clear. How to start the rag. So these points are very, very important, because unless we master one rag, we have to before doing the mastery or before learning it, we should also side by side know the difference between the other rag. Otherwise, we will not know about when we are going to suddenly we will move to some other rag, and the rag which we are singing, it will be spoiled. So we have to really have the knowledge thoroughly. Now, I was talking about Pancham when I told you before difference between Bhim Palasi and Bhageshri. The Pancham note or the pa has to be in a very significant way used in rag Bhim Palasi. But in Bhageshri, while singing Bhageshri, we have to use Pancham in a very small quantity. Ni sa ga ma ga pa ni da pa ma ga re sa ni sa ga ma ga pa. This is Bhim Palasi. We can't go like this in rag Bhageshri. Da ni sa ma ga ma da ni da ma pa ga. So only this much Pancham has to be used, and that moreover we can't use it again and again. We have to use it in a sometimes, just to beautify the composition or to beautify the rag. So this is also one of the very, very major difference. Then as I told you that sa, ga, ma, pa, these are the nyaswaras or the notes where we have to give emphasis in rag Bhim Palasi, and comparatively to rag Bhageshri, Shadaj, Madhyam and Dhaivat are important, very, very important. We start the rag with Dhaivat, and after knowing these differences, I think now the difference between Bhim Palasi and the difference between Bhageshri must be very clear to you. Let me in a very short way show you again the difference with the help of my singing. Ni sa ga ma pa ni da pa ma pa ga ma ga re sa. This is Bhim Palasi. Ni sa ga re sa ga ma pa. But in Bhageshri, see how I start. Da ni sa ga ma da ma ga re sa da ni sa ma da ma ga re sa. So this is the major difference between Bhim Palasi and between rag Bhageshri. Though I think for the undergraduate students, Rageshri is not in the syllabus, but I think you should know about Rageshri also. It is for the higher classes. Rageshri is also a rag which is very near to rag Bhageshri. The only difference is in Rageshri, Gandhar has to be Shuddh. That is, it has to be in a natural way. Sa ni sa ga ma re sa ni sa ga ma pa ma ga ma re sa. So this is rag. This is the difference in between Rag Bhageshri and Rag Rageshri. Sa da ni sa ma ga re sa Bhageshri. Sa da ni sa ga ma re sa. This is Rag Rageshri. Even Rageshri is also very, very beautiful and melodious rag to sing and to perform. But I don't think I should tell you more about Rageshri so that you should not get confused between Rageshri and Bhageshri. The main thing is that knowing Bhageshri in a very clear way is rather more important. So this was a Rag Bhageshri, and as I told you yesterday about different examples from the movie songs, because movie songs are quite easy to recognize, and with the help of movie song, if we start recognizing different ragas, this is also one of the way. And especially the old movie songs, these Indian Hindustani Shastri ragas were used very often. That's why today also when we listen to them, they are so melodious that they are very near to our heart. So I think singing one movie song, if I start using my alapchari and my paltas, let's see how it sounds. जाग दे देश जाग जाग दे देश जाग दिल को बेकरार कर छेड़े के आंसुओं के राग जाग दर्द इश्क जाग which is sung by Lata ji. Now, sa sa re sa da sa 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 re sa da ni da ma ga ma da ni sa. These are the notes which are used in this while rendering this alap. Da ni sa ga ma ga ma da 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 ni ni sa sa ni da ma ga ma da ni da ma ga re sa jag de desh jag ga ma da ni sa re sa ni da ma ga ma da ma ni da ma pa da ga ma ga ma ga re sa jag dard ishq jag jag da ni da sa jag. I'm using the lyrics of suppose this composition. Jag dard ishq jag 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 dard ishq jag jag ma ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga ma da ni da ma ga ma ga re sa ni da da ni sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga ma da ma ga re sa jag 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 dard ishq jag jag. Though we should not use these alaps and paltas of Rag Bhageshri in this, it is just a composition, but to give you the example, practically when you do it, then you enjoy it also. So because I find that movie songs are quite nearer to your heart. You understand much more easily when we give the example of it. So I have shown how these paltas can also be used in this composition. Mada gamadani sani dama gamadani dama gamadama gamada gari sa gani sa gamadani dama gari sani dama gamadani sani dama gamadani da magare sa magare sa jage de ishq jage jage de ishq jage jage de ishq jage jage. So any of the song, if we know the rag, we can sing the composition and we can enjoy also. Now there is one of the composition I sang yesterday also. It is a bhajan, Manwa Ram Naam Ras Pije. See in this composition also how this rag has been used. Manwa Ram Naam Ras Pije, Manwa Ram Naam Ras Pije, Manwa Taj Kusang Satsang सतसंग बैठी निज हरि चर्चा सुन लीजे मनवा राम नाम रस पीजे मनवा राम नाम रस राम नाम रस राम नाम रस पीजे मनवा. If we know the rag, we can use the rag in any of the composition, whether it can be a shabad also, it can also be any Sanskrit shloka, it can also be in any romantic song, it can be in any geet, ghazal, bhajan, anything. Like a very small example I give you, it is from Ram Raksha Stotra. There is a Sanskrit shloka, Loka de Ramam Rana Rangadhiram Rajivanetram Raghuvanshanatham Karunyarupam Karunakaram Tam Shri Ramachandram Sharanam Prapadye Shri Ramachandram Sharanam Prapadye Shri Ramachandram Sharanam Prapadye. So I think with the help of these examples, I must have got at least some success in making you understand about Rag Bhageshri. So sing it, do riyaz of the Alapchari and the Paltas and Taan, and enjoy Rag Bhageshri.
Right, definitely ma'am, and I would like to sincerely thank all three of you for being here and of course talking to us about Rag Bhageshri. And with this friends, we take your leave. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you so much.